Meme graveyard. I've been practicing using Procreate. The most animation I've done is the practice where you animate a ball. It was fun though. I normally try to make comics, but I'd like to expand into animation. Okay, here's my advice actually. Don't do the ball. Don't do the ball anymore. And the reason why is because the ball is kind of this, I mean, whatever, you already did the ball, so it's good. You have that under your belt now. The reason why is that the ball is this really classic exercise that's given to animators. But if your goal is to make narrative animation, is to make memes, is to make animation with jokes in them, you are not really trying to be an animator. And what I mean by that is, there is one kind of animation where you're drawing every frame and everything's moving, and those are animation skills. But someone just tuned me in to this guy yesterday.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Goob Smooch?
Nothing, it's stupid. Just forget I said anything.
Are you gonna help me move this canoe or not? Oh shoot, I actually just ripped out all my arms and legs.
So,
dang, so sorry about that.
You see how this guy, this is animation, but it's not really animation. There's no squash and stretch, there's no walk cycles, there's no frame by frame drawing. It's really just individual frames that get the idea across and then the voice acting over it. It's more like filmmaking. You're creating a slideshow. And I actually think this is closer to the thing you want to exercise. Because the ball is cool, but like, if you want to tell stories, you don't want to be spending a lot of time focusing on like smooth animation. You want to just be focused on like, what's the story I want to tell? What are the fewest drawings I need to do in order to get that story across? That's really where you should put the work. Unless you want to be like, oh, I love like effects animation. Like I want to draw fire, you know, I want to draw like anime, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fighting, and I want to be able to draw them in every position. And like, I get excited by the idea of like literal sort of animation, like the movement of things in space. But if what you want to do is like tell a story, tell a joke, this is actually closer to what you want to be doing. Because the goal is, what is the project I can do that I can finish with the least amount of work and will get the closest to my vision? And like the ball is cool, but it's like, is that what you want to be doing? Animating like things moving? Or do you want to be telling a story, in which case, do this. Something closer to this, I think, is better. And then the more you do this, the more you will like, situations will arise where you're like, well, now I need to make this character move smoothly. So now I need to think about the problem. The problem of, well, what is in this next frame and then in this next frame, and how do I make the movement look realistic and like have weight? Animation is sort of two things. It's literal animation, it's the movement of drawings in 24 frames per second, but it's also storytelling. And they are, even in animation studios, those are separate jobs. The storyboarder and the animator are different people. And the storyboarder isn't concerned with how everything's moving frame by frame. They're just concerned about like they're concerned about this kind of thing. What is the drawing I need to tell the story? So that's what I would say. Find a software where, if what you want to do is voice acting and kind of like comedy animation, find a software where you can easily put your voice in it. I think Procreate is nice, but I don't know how easy it is to really like make a film. You know what I use on the iPad is ToonSquid. I use this software called ToonSquid that's a lot like Adobe Animate. I think it's like $14. I personally don't love working on the iPad. It's a little too small, but that's a software where like you can make stuff like this. You can put your voice in there, and it's just think of it as a slideshow. Think of it as a slideshow of images.